Hi everybody, Alex Bloyer from Expert Forex, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can get unlimited free help to boost the results that you're achieving with your robot trading. Now, lots of traders don't know that they can actually self-educate themselves by working through the help that is provided by various parties. And also on our help desk, the questions that get asked are all already answered in our knowledge bases, in our user manuals, and in our marketing pages of all places. You'd think that people would have read the marketing pages in quite a lot of detail before buying something. So we're going to be covering the knowledge base that comes with a very professionally done EA. Every EA that you purchase should have a comprehensive knowledge base. Also, it should be supported by a user manual, slightly different, you'll see the difference. And then the marketing pages of the EA that you're purchasing should give you tremendous information on how the EA works and what training is available. Most of the training should in fact be available from the marketing page. We're also going to look at the MetaTrader help, which a lot of traders don't know about, and I'm sure that a lot of traders are going to be quite surprised at the amount of help and information that is available. Also, we're going to look at the traditional YouTube help and also Google help. Okay, so let's go and have a look at the first one, which is the robot knowledge base. Okay, so here we are on MetaTrader 4, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just open one of these robots and let's have a good look at that one. And here it is, it's the make money, it's trading, but let's have a look at where the knowledge base is. So when you click on that question mark there, it will take you to the browser that contains the knowledge base. So let's do that. I've clicked on that. So on your screen now you can see the knowledge base, and if we just go through this, it's getting started with the Make Money EA. It provides a guided exploration into the Make Money EA. So it's an explanation of how it works, but it is geared for audience that has little or no knowledge of installing MT4 EAs. So it walks the novice through the process of installing the licensed EA on their MetaTrader platform. So there's a bit of a hand-holding exercise that happens there. Then it gives guidance on what kind of system requirements you need, computer strength processing, that type of thing. That's provided. Then it gives you guidance on the configuration guide. So it is how do you configure the EA? And again, that information is available. Then the knowledge base of frequently asked questions. So we've been in this business for over 10 years. We know what people ask all the time, over and over again. So those questions are answered in that knowledge base. Then we have operational messages. A lot of the messages that the EA produces, people think, oh, it's an error message. It's not. The EA is just telling you, hey, I haven't been able to open a deal because the spread's too high or something like that. It's not an error message. The EA is just talking to you. But that section of the knowledge base will tell you about these messages and how to react to them. Some of them are just information. Other ones give you the error, but also give you the solution at the same time. A lot of people don't realize that. They see an error message right in, and lo and behold, the solution is actually in the error message. It says, to resolve this, do that. And people don't even do that. So anyway, and it also gives you information on how to get support, technical support, trading support, EA support, all those kind of things. And so the knowledge base is very extensive. It helps the novice load the EA up, tells the novice all about the EA and that type of thing. A lot of people don't make use of this knowledge base. It's really gold. And now you can see why it takes us such a long time to launch an EA, in that we have to prepare all this documentation to be ready for that particular launch. So please make use of this. Now, every EA should contain this type of knowledge base. If you buy an EA and it just comes as the EA or 2-page instruction guide, then you must question that. Okay, so that covers the knowledge base. Now, when you purchase one of our EAs, in most cases, you will get 4 versions that you can download. You can download a plug-and-play version for MT5, a plug-and-play version for MT4, and then a full version for MT5 and a full version for MT4. But each one has its own user guide. So you can also go in there. This is over and above the knowledge base, and go and have a look at the user guide. So let's go and have a look at this particular user guide. I'll just download it quickly, and we'll open it up. And there we go. There's the user guide for Make Money. It was updated earlier this year. This EA, in fact, has been running for 5 or 6 years, so it does get updated every now and then. But let's have a look, and let's just have a look at. All right. So if you look at just the index of this user guide, you can see it is really extensive. Getting started, system, same as the knowledge base, but in written format, so that you. Some people like to see these instructions in written format. There's operational messages, as I've mentioned earlier. There are descriptions of all the settings and the configuration guide, knowledge bases. So there's a lot in this user guide, and you can see this is not a simple user guide. It is 74 pages long. So we make a huge effort to tell you what each setting does in a lot of detail. This can help you, but it will also educate you. So if you don't know how a trailing stop works, if you don't know how a dynamic stop or dynamic target works, you can come here and learn about how these things work. So it's a lot of educational, but also it is training. So if we have a look at this knowledge base in a little bit more detail, let's have a look at some of the things covered here. For instance, how to download the EA into a VPS environment. What happens if you have no results on your optimization? A very common question. Backtesting activities not working. Backtesting in visual mode not working. What do you do there? No trades due to trade disablement. Very common question. Not enough memory in the bar history or indicator to do tests and optimization. How to edit EA input values, shows you how to do that. And what to do when you get prompted for ID for service access. In other words, this is licensed software. What do you do when you get prompted for your license details? And so on. A sad face instead of a smiley face. What do you do then? These are all the typical questions that EA traders run into. The information is already there, and we still get, on a daily basis, huge amounts of emails asking exactly the questions that are stated there. Okay, so the next source of help is actually the marketing pages, which a lot of people don't seem to read very comprehensively. So let's go and have a look at a typical marketing page, and we'll go to the Make Money again. So here we are on the Make Money marketing page. I'm just going to flip through it to give an idea of the kind of detail that happens. It gives you a bit of history of how the EA was created, gives you an idea of what kind of results you can get, and it also then shows you some live trading activity. Then it explains the settings. It actually explains the settings to you before you purchase the EA, and it explains to you how you can personalize the EA for your personal broker account. It shows you how to do a quick start. So there's a video that actually says how you load the EA and get going very, very quickly. Really, it tells you what support there is for the EA, and it tells you about all the various settings that are available for the EA. A lot of help in this And then it says, well, if you're new to trading, maybe you should watch this video and that video. And it also gives you some ideas on getting a general trading education. It also gives you a guide as to how to get the best out of your EA when going live. So there's a checklist that it provides, and then it provides special videos that show you how to download the EA into your platform and also to download set files. So we educating, and helping on the marketing page. So that's why a lot of people miss this. They say, and also if you don't have an account big enough, it shows you how you can trade this with a $10 account and so on. So there's a lot of information on this, and then it says when after your purchase you'll see this page, which is the product page, and with a lot more information and settings information. So we really do supply you with a lot of information, a lot of education, and bear in mind this is before you've even purchased. Now the problem is a lot of people buy and they haven't read the marketing page properly, so they miss out and they don't get the best out of their EAs. Okay, so that covers the marketing pages. So let's go and have a look at MetaTrader help that is available. And we're back here at MetaTrader, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually click on the help topic, and there are many ways to find help. You can go into the topics. I'm going to go into that in a lot of detail. There's online help and a whole lot of other things. There's websites that could possibly answer some of your questions and so on. But let's just go into the help topics section. Now here what happens is that, and I'm going to go to the contents and I'm going to open this. So what it does, what MetaTrader does, it explains everything that is on its terminal. So I'm going to open this up in a bit more detail. Let's see. And I'm going to open the second phases too. So it starts by new features. That's interesting. Getting started. It tells you how to get started with the platform, what the settings should be, how to deal with expert advisors, user interfaces, and obviously you don't need to read all of this, because what you do is if you have a question, you just go to the search facility and type the topic. Like for instance, if you want to find out about the RSI indicator, go in there, type in RSI indicator, and it'll give you a whole lot of topics on that one. But then it says how to work with charts, profiles, how to analyze your trading. For instance, there's all the technical indicators explained, so that it will explain every single one of the indicators that's on the MetaTrader platform, how the signals work and all that type of thing. There's trading, the type of orders you can place, the trailing stops you can use, all those kind of things. Then there's auto trading. Now this is an area that a lot of people don't go into, but the auto trading really explains how the strategy tester works and how to optimize and how to customize indicators and all kinds of things built into this auto trading. And then there's a whole lot of other things. But what I'm pointing out to you is there is an amazing amount of information that will help you. If you want to know how a divergence works, just type it into the search and a few articles will come up, and it'll explain which indicators provide that kind of information, and it will help you tremendously. So please use the MetaTrader help for almost any question that you might have. Just go to the search facility and type it in, or just use the index. If it relates to orders and things like that, you can just go and read there. I always like going into the bigger picture, so that sometimes you read things that you didn't know in the first place, so it really covers a lot of areas of knowledge and education. Okay, so now we've covered the knowledge base, the user manual, the marketing page, and the MetaTrader. And I can tell you now, that is just a mountain of information that a lot of people don't even know about or don't refer to when they've bought an EA. Now, the last two are the most common things that provide information, and that is a search on YouTube. If you don't know what a divergence is, go to YouTube, type in divergence, and you'll get a whole lot of videos explaining how divergences work and that type of thing. So YouTube is a fantastic source of knowledge. Don't forget about it. The other thing is Google obviously is also a fantastic search engine. Whatever information you need, just go to Google and type in your query and it'll come up with a whole lot of things. So really, no trader should be unable to problem solve anything while they're trading. And one of the key components of a successful trader is the ability to problem solve and find answers to questions that they might have. And here I've shown you some fantastic sources of answers to questions that you might have. Now, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope I've shown you a few things that you may not realize exist and that you might not know, that can really simplify your life and help you resolve problems that you might have, or even fill the gaps in your education when trading robots. If you have any further questions or comments, please make them in the comments facility of this video. And if you want more information about our robots, there will be links in the description and in the first comment of this video. So for me, Alex Deploy, cheerio.